In this demo, we'll configure FortiWeb to connect to your AWS and Azure environments, so it can automatically retrieve web server IP and make sure to keep the FortiWeb configuration up to date in case the server IP changes. Some customers have web servers running on AWS Azure that are assigned dynamic IPs that may change without notices. FortiWeb must be integrated into these environments so it can immediately and automatically update its configuration when IP changes occur. This is done using a connector. Let's review how this is configured. In the first step, we'll create an AWS external connector. Enter the connector name, access key ID, secret access key that can be used to access the web server, as well as the region name where the web server is located. Once complete, check the connector status. If everything was correctly configured, it should show a green up arrow. Similarly, to create an Azure connector, create a new Microsoft Azure connector, enter the connector name, tenant ID, client secret that can be used to access the web server, Now let's create a server pool and attach the connector we just created. First, make sure the connector status is up. Create a new HTTP server pool and give it a name. Select Server Balance Mode and click OK. Now click Create New, Server Type select External Connector, then choose from the private-public options which correspond to the Cloud Web Server's intranet IP and public IP. Then select the Azure connector you just created, and in the filter column below, we can see the status of the resources that can be accessed within the permissions. And after selecting it, click Confirm. Hover above the entry to see the IP that was updated from the cloud environment. Let's also add the AWS connector for the sake of the demo. Select the applicable filter to locate the web server that needs to be protected. Click Save and then click OK to refresh the configuration. Hover above the entry to see the IP obtained. In this configuration, if the IP of the cloud web server changes, FortiWeb will automatically update its configuration. Last, we just need to create a server policy and associate the server pool we just created.